Hello and welcome. If you are over the age of 60, every drink you choose, whether it is a glass of wine, a cold beer, or a splash of whiskey, has a direct effect on your heart. But what if I told you that one specific type of drink, a drink many seniors enjoy every day, could be silently weakening the very muscle that keeps you alive? As a heart doctor, I have seen far too many older adults come into my clinic smiling, telling me they just have a drink to unwind, only to walk out with a diagnosis they never expected: high blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, sometimes even early signs of heart failure. Most seniors do not realize that this daily habit is dangerous. It is not just about drinking too much or having a few too many on the weekends. It is about a daily ritual, one that feels harmless, even healthy, but is slowly wearing down your heart's rhythm, strength, and resilience. In this video, I am urging seniors to stop drinking these 5 specific alcoholic drinks that are quietly damaging their hearts. But more than that, I will show you what is safe, what is not, and how you can make changes without giving up the joy in your life. Please watch until the end, because the first drink on the list might already be in your hand. Before we dive in, if you have not subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you find this video helpful, please type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. Number 1. Red wine. Every night, for heart health. The myth that needs to end. Let us start with one of the most persistent myths I see among older adults. 1 glass of red wine a night is good for my heart. You have probably heard it from a friend, read it in a magazine, or even seen it on television. I understand the appeal. It feels elegant, almost medicinal. But as a heart doctor who has treated thousands of seniors, I must tell you the truth. After age 60, that glass of wine does not protect your heart. In fact, it slowly wears it down. Here is why. Your body processes alcohol differently as you age. Your liver becomes slower, your heart more vulnerable, and your blood pressure more sensitive. That nightly ritual, even just a single glass, can gradually raise your blood pressure, weaken your heart muscle, and increase your risk for atrial fibrillation, a condition that triples your risk of stroke. I have sat beside many patients in the emergency room who thought they were doing everything right, yet their irregular heartbeat or silent high blood pressure came down to this one habit. What is even more concerning is how wine, especially at night, disrupts your sleep. It might make you feel drowsy, but it leads to shallow, fragmented sleep. Poor sleep raises your stress hormone, cortisol, which further stresses your heart. And if you are on medications for blood pressure, diabetes, or cholesterol, alcohol can interfere with how they work. In many cases, it can even neutralize their benefits entirely. I am not here to take away life's small pleasures, but I am here to protect the rhythm that has been quietly beating inside you for decades. Your heart deserves more than a ritual based on outdated advice and clever marketing. So, if you have been holding on to that nightly glass in the name of health, I urge you to reconsider. Your heart needs hydration, not ethanol. And speaking of hydration, what you drink matters just as much as what you eat. Number 2. Beer. Light and easy, but quietly harmful. Now, let us talk about a beverage that feels light, but can be just as deceptive: beer. Many seniors reach for a cold beer, believing it is the lighter choice, and it is not hard to see why. Beer commercials show laughter, ease, and a laid-back lifestyle. It feels harmless, even refreshing, after a long day. But let me speak to you not just as a doctor, but as someone who has held the hands of patients who did not know the quiet damage their daily beer was doing to their heart. Beer is deceptive. It does not hit like hard liquor, and it does not carry the elegance of wine. But inside every can or bottle lies a dangerous mix for an aging heart. As we age, our metabolism slows. The sugars and starches in beer are quickly converted to belly fat. And that is not just a cosmetic concern. Belly fat, especially the kind that surrounds your internal organs, pumps out chemicals that inflame your blood vessels, raise your blood pressure, and clog your arteries from the inside out. Many of my older patients do not drink to get drunk. They drink to unwind, a beer with dinner, another while watching the news. But even 2 beers a day can silently lead to high blood pressure, irregular heart rhythms, and, over time, a weakened heart that can no longer keep up. I have seen it happen slowly, then suddenly. What is more, beer often replaces water, and that matters. Seniors are more prone to dehydration, and beer only makes it worse. Dehydrated blood is thick, harder to pump, and more likely to form clots. So while beer may feel light, its impact on your heart is anything but. I am not here to judge your habits. I am here to remind you how precious each heartbeat truly is. One change, like replacing your evening beer with a tall glass of water or herbal tea, could give your heart the relief it has been quietly craving. But if you think beer is the only sweet-tasting danger in your glass, think again. Because the next drink on our list is dressed in sugar and served with a smile. Number 3. Cocktails. Sweet on the outside, dangerous at the core. There is something almost celebratory about a cocktail. It is colorful, festive, and often served with a smile. For many seniors, a well-made cocktail feels like a reward, a small luxury, a way to relax or reminisce. But beneath the sweetness, the tiny umbrella, and the fancy glass lies a truth we do not talk about enough. Cocktails are one of the most deceptive threats to your heart after 60. You see, cocktails are often loaded with more than just alcohol. They contain syrups, cream, flavored liqueurs, and sugar, so much sugar. That sweetness, combined with the alcohol, becomes a dangerous mix, especially for older bodies. As we age, our pancreas does not regulate blood sugar as well. Our arteries stiffen, and our heart becomes more vulnerable to inflammation. Every sugary sip contributes to insulin resistance, weight gain, and dangerously high triglycerides, all enemies of the aging heart. Worse yet, the sweetness masks the strength of the alcohol. It is easy to lose track of how much you have consumed, especially at social gatherings or quiet evenings. And because cocktails do not taste like typical alcohol, they can be more inviting, even addictive. I have seen seniors who never touched whiskey become regular cocktail drinkers, never realizing the silent toll it was taking on their blood pressure and their heartbeat. Even just a few cocktails a week can trigger or worsen irregular heart rhythms, especially atrial fibrillation, which increases stroke risk significantly. It does not happen all at once. It builds quietly, invisibly, until one night your heart skips a beat and does not recover. I am not asking you to abandon joy. I am inviting you to protect the heart that has carried your memories, your laughter, and your strength through every season of your life. There are other ways to celebrate, ways that do not cost your heart its future. But if you think cocktails are where the risk ends, think again. Because the next drink is quiet, clear, and far stronger than it looks. Number 4. Hard liquor, whiskey, vodka, brandy, and the hidden dangers. There is a kind of quiet strength in hard liquor. It is straightforward. No sugar coating, no fluff, just a glass of whiskey, a splash of vodka, a sip of brandy to take the edge off. For many older adults, it is a ritual, a symbol of resilience, or even a way to reconnect with memories of younger days. But with age, your heart becomes less tolerant of what your body once could manage. That glass, small as it may seem, carries far more weight now, and not just in alcohol content. Hard liquor hits fast and hard. It causes your blood vessels to constrict rapidly, leading to sudden spikes in blood pressure. This is dangerous at any age, but especially after 60, when arteries are less flexible and the heart is already working harder. I have seen patients experience chest pain, dizziness, even strokes, all triggered by what they thought was a harmless nightcap. The damage is not always immediate, but it is cumulative, wearing down your heart's rhythm, strength, and stability over time. What is most concerning is that these drinks are often consumed alone. A quiet sip before bed to ease the mind, to soften the silence. But that silence hides the strain placed on your cardiovascular system. your liver takes longer to process the alcohol. And during that time, your heart is under pressure. It beats harder, it beats irregularly, and you feel it less until something goes very wrong. And if you are on medication, blood pressure pills, diabetes, medicine, or cholesterol drugs, hard liquor can interact with them in ways that are unpredictable and dangerous. It is not about how much you drink, but how your body handles it now, in this stage of life. And the truth is, it does not handle it well anymore. So before you pour your next glass, ask yourself, is this helping me feel stronger, or just helping me forget I am feeling weak? There is another habit many turn to when seeking rest, and it is one that quietly steals health in the name of sleep. Number 5. Drinking to sleep, a quiet habit that steals your rest. For many older adults, sleep becomes elusive with age. Nights grow longer, thoughts grow louder, and the silence of the evening can feel heavy. In that quiet, a small glass of wine, a shot of whiskey, or a mixed drink before bed can feel like comfort, a gentle bridge to sleep. I have had patients tell me, it is the only thing that helps me drift off. And I believe them. But what they do not realize is that this habit is robbing their heart night after night. Alcohol may make you drowsy at first, but it disrupts the very rhythms your body relies on to truly rest and heal. It interferes with deep restorative sleep, the phase that repairs the heart and balances blood pressure. Instead of resting, your heart is working overtime while you sleep. Your breathing becomes uneven. Your blood pressure can surge. You wake feeling groggy, anxious, or with a racing heartbeat. And most people never connect those symptoms to the drink they had the night before. Worse, alcohol as a sleep aid can quickly become a dependency. What starts as an occasional nightcap turns into a nightly ritual, and your body builds tolerance, needing more to get the same effect, while your heart becomes more vulnerable with each sip. The irony is painful. The very habit meant to bring peace becomes a hidden source of harm. I have seen patients living alone, battling loneliness, who use alcohol not just for sleep, but for silence. But there are other ways to ease into night, ways that support the heart. Soft music, gentle breathing, herbal teas, or even just the simple ritual of dimming lights and turning off screens early. You deserve rest, true, healing rest. And your heart, the engine of your life, deserves a chance to recover fully each night. What I see every day, and what you can do today. As a heart doctor, I have seen the same story unfold far too often. Different faces, different lives, but the same painful ending. Seniors come into my clinic looking healthy on the outside. They smile, crack jokes, talk about their families. Some still walk every morning, eat their vegetables, and never miss a checkup. But then the tests come in, and I see what they cannot: a heart under stress, blood vessels inflamed, silent damage, accumulating from habits they never thought could harm them, especially alcohol. I have held hands in emergency rooms, spoken to sons and daughters who never saw it coming. Sometimes the patient feels completely fine until the day they are not. That is what makes alcohol so dangerous at this stage of life. The damage is quiet, invisible, and gradual. It does not announce itself until it is too late: a stroke, a heart attack, a heart that simply cannot keep up anymore. And yet, the beauty of the human body, especially after 60, is that it is still capable of healing. It does not need you to be perfect, it just needs you to pay attention. One small change today can ripple into years of better health, stronger energy, and deeper peace of mind. Whether it is skipping that drink tonight, checking your blood pressure more often, or talking honestly with your doctor about your habits, it matters. There are also tools designed just for you. Apps that track your meals, gently remind you to take your medication, or suggest better choices without judgment. They are not about control. They are about giving your heart a fighting chance and your future more time. So the question is not, is it too late for me? The real question is, am I ready to begin? And if you have made it this far with me, if something in your heart is stirring, then maybe, just maybe, you are already on your way. Your heart deserves better. You have carried so much in life, family, work, responsibilities, joys, and losses. Through it all, your heart has beaten faithfully, without asking for anything in return. But now, after 60, it is asking for something: your awareness, your care, your intention. The drinks that once felt harmless, social, or comforting may no longer serve you. And in truth, they may be quietly hurting the very organ that has helped you live all these years. But here is the most important thing: it is never too late to choose differently. Every small decision, skipping that glass tonight, drinking water instead, asking a question at your next doctor visit, adds up. Your heart does not need perfection. It needs consistency. It needs kindness. This is not about giving things up. It is about gaining more time, more mornings, more laughter, more strength. It is about being here fully, vibrantly, and with a heart that is not just beating, but thriving. So today, choose one change, just one. Your future self will thank you. Your family will thank you. And most of all, your heart will know it was not forgotten. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I would love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you have learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let us support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here is to living life on your own terms with a heart that is strong, healthy, and truly cared for.